So here's something that's happening right now that most people don't even realize. While everyone's arguing about whether college is still worth it or not, big companies are literally giving away the exact certificates and certifications that they want to see on resumes. And I'm not talking about those generic online courses that everyone's pushing on YouTube. I'm talking about specific employer-recognized certifications and certificates that can get you job interviews this month. Now, I've spent the better part of the last 5 years analyzing different types of education like college degrees, boot camps, certifications, certificates, as well as careers, jobs, remote jobs, alternative education, and salary data for these certifications and many others. And what I found is going to surprise you. Today, I'm going to show you 5 completely free certifications that can kickstart your career immediately. And we're going to be covering everything from Google Ads to cybersecurity. And so no matter what personality or background you come from, there's probably going to be something here that you actually find appealing. And these aren't just participation certificates. These lead to real jobs with real salaries ranging from $50,000 all the way up into the 6-figure range. Now, by the way, quick obligatory disclaimer, the salary figures I mentioned come from sources like Glassdoor. These are average estimates, not guarantees, and your actual salary can vary depending on your experience, location, or the company that you work for, as well as many other factors. So use these numbers as a general guide, not a promise of what you'll earn. And as always, make sure you do your own research. So if you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. All right, so the first certification we're gonna be talking about is the Google Ads search certification and pretty much all of the Google certifications in general. Now, this specific certification is available through Skillshop, and you really have to wonder why Google gives out such high quality certifications for free, because you might be a little bit skeptical, and I don't blame you. And the reason that Google, as well as the other companies that we're going to talk about on this list, hand out such free high quality education and certifications is simply because they want to capture more of the market share, right? They want people learning their platforms so that their competitors have a much harder time taking over market share, right? So it actually benefits these companies tremendously to provide free education to all of you. Now, the Google Ads search certification is hands down one of the most practical certifications that you can get for free. And this isn't some theoretical course. It's the official Google credential that covers everything from search ads campaign setup to optimization strategies, and also bidding techniques and performance measurement. And the best part is it's completely self-paced. So you can knock this out in a day if you're motivated. Now, here's why this certification is so powerful. Many entry-level pay-per-click roles don't just prefer this certification, they explicitly require it as a baseline requirement. And when you're certified from the company that you're going to be using the platform on, you're essentially telling hiring managers that you understand Google's advertising platform and the current best practices, which immediately accelerates your interview process. Now, I found this great example on Reddit where someone in the pay-per-click community said, landed an interview for a Google Ads specialist position after obtaining the Google Ads certification. And there are hundreds of examples of people posting similar things on various websites across the internet. And that's the kind of direct impact that we're talking about here. Now, let's talk about the money that you can make with this, because according to Glassdoor, pay-per-click specialists with 0 to 1 year of experience are earning between $52,000 to $79,000 a year. And that's with even higher potential depending on your company and region. Now, that's some serious money for an entry-level position. And you can start applying for these roles literally the day after you get certified. Now, I'm giving the free Google Ads certification an 8.5 out of 10 because it's fast to complete, completely free, and it's employer recognized. And the only reason it's not a perfect 10 is that hiring managers still prioritize hands-on campaign results over certifications. But this will definitely get your foot in the door, and it shows that you're serious about the field, and then you can actually build a portfolio and prove that you can get results. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called The New Way to Make Money with YouTube. It's happening on January 13th, so make sure you mark that down. If you've been struggling to find your YouTube niche, or you don't want to spend months or even years building a channel around something that isn't profitable or just doesn't work for you in general, then this workshop is for you. Because for everyone who shows up live, I'll be giving away the 60-second niche validator GPT. This is the most advanced version of my GPT-powered niche validation tool yet, and it's designed to help you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you invest your time, money, and effort into the wrong one. And it's the most refined, data-driven version so far, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only during this live workshop. So attend the free live workshop by clicking that link down the description and the pinned comment below to grab it. You'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. Oh, and just a heads up, this will be probably one of the last times I'll be giving away a version of the niche validator for free, so make sure you click that link and show up to the workshop. Make sure you put it in your calendar, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, certification number 2 is the HubSpot Content Marketing Certification. Now, HubSpot is a massive CRM that many of the biggest companies in the world use. It's very common for startups as well, and this is gonna help you break into content marketing. And this free exam-based certification covers everything that you need to know about content strategy development, content planning frameworks, audience persona creation, and multi-channel distribution tactics. And what makes this particularly valuable is that it shows that you can articulate the complete content marketing playbook, including personas, topic clusters, and editorial cadence. And recruiters, this certification provides an immediate verifiable signal of content marketing competency, and it demonstrates your familiarity with widely used marketing automation and content management principles. And the HubSpot brand carries serious weight in the marketing world. HubSpot puts out a lot of really awesome studies, and they put out a lot of awesome data and statistics that marketers pretty much all across the marketing world follow. And so having them on your resume gives you instant credibility. Now here's some real proof of its impact. A Reddit user in the digital marketing community shared that the HubSpot inbound certification helped me get my first job opportunities in digital marketing. And that's exactly the kind of career-changing result that you're looking for from a free certification. And when it comes to salary potential, content marketing specialists with 0 to 1 year of experience are earning around $58,000 to $68,000 a year. Now that's not bad for entry level. And then there's plenty of room for growth as you gain experience. So I'm gonna rate the free HubSpot certification a solid 8.5 out of 10 because it has strong brand recognition, and the instant resume credibility boost it provides is pretty awesome. It loses points because some employers prioritize portfolio outcomes and measurable results over platform certifications. But again, none of these certificates and certifications are going to be a replacement for you building a portfolio, right? In most of these cases, you are going to want to build a portfolio so that you can prove that you have the skills that you say you have. And there's no such thing as a cheat code when it comes to getting a job, except for one thing, and that is building out what I like to call a hybrid personal brand. And this is where you actually put out content on a bunch of different social media platforms, and the most important of which is YouTube itself. Now, before, this was actually extremely time intensive. This took a very, very long amount of time to do, and it just wasn't realistic for the average person because it would take at least 10 hours a week. But with the latest AI systems that we've been researching, this is becoming more and more realistic for the average everyday person to be able to do it in as little as 1 hour a week. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this live workshop that we're doing at Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, it'll be down in the description in the pinned comment below. We're going to tell you exactly how you can make this happen using AI. All right, certification number 3 is the Fortinet Cybersecurity Fundamentals Certification. And this is also known as the FCF. And this is your gateway into the lucrative cybersecurity field. And this free self-paced program through the Fortinet Training Institute covers cybersecurity basics, network security concepts, and Fortinet product familiarity. And what's great about this certification is that it includes core and elective courses plus quick quizzes. But there's no lengthy proctored exam to stress about. And this certification signals foundational security knowledge and vendor-specific familiarity to employers, which makes it perfect for the service desk and junior SOC analyst positions. And it also prepares you for more advanced paid cybersecurity certifications down the road. So you're building a clear career path. And I found this encouraging story from a Reddit user in the Fortinet community who shared that their employer had them begin with the FCF certification. And after completing just the core and elective courses plus the quick quizzes, they earned the badge with no lengthy exam required. And it gave their resume a real boost. So to be honest with you, most certifications and certificates out there do cost something, right? Sometimes it's as cheap as like $50 a month, and sometimes it can be as much as thousands of dollars. But this one is actually free. And SOC analysts with 0 to 1 years of experience are earning $61,000 to $110,000 a year, according to Glassdoor. And that's a huge range that shows incredible growth potential as you develop your skills. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 because it's a fast, free cybersecurity foothold with a reputable vendor backing it. However, it's not perfect because many hiring managers prefer CompTIA certifications or hands-on experience for true day one security roles. But this absolutely gets your foot in the cybersecurity door, and like I said before, it's free. But with that being said, realistically speaking, you're probably gonna wanna look into the CompTIA Security Plus cert as well. All right, next one is the Cisco Introduction to Cybersecurity. So Cisco is another one of those massive companies out there, and they're putting out a lot of certs to educate people. And this cert is backed by one of the biggest names in networking and IT, which is Cisco itself. And this free 15-hour course is fully online, and it's self-paced, and it comes with a certificate of completion, plus employability resources and access to Cisco's career portal. So that's actually pretty valuable because a lot of companies out there use Cisco. And so if you get a Cisco related cert, it can really make you look good if you're applying to the right company. So yeah, having this on your resume immediately makes your profile stand out. Now, this certification works particularly well for candidates applying to help desk, SOC, level 1, or IT support roles while they continue building labs and practical skills. Plus, it ties directly into Cisco's high-level security certifications like CCNA Security and CyberOps Associate, so you're setting yourself up for a clear advancement path. Now, here's some valuable insight from an actual hiring manager who wrote an r/cybersecurity. Intro courses like Cisco Net Academy's Introduction to Cybersecurity show me a candidate is serious enough to take the initiative. And I've hired junior SOC staff who started with this and kept learning. So there you go, straight from the horse's mouth. That's a hiring manager. And what makes this very valuable is the fact that it's so specific to a company that many other companies use, right? Because Cisco is a platform basically that other companies use. And if you're familiar with it, you have a very niche skill set that they need. And security analysts with 0 to 1 years of experience are making about $80,000 to $126,000 a year according to Glassdoor. So yeah, this one is really good. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that is not perfect about this one is the fact that it does kind of niche you down into companies that are using Cisco, right? So if you apply to a company that's not using Cisco, this is not gonna look good at all. So you kind of do have to try to plan ahead a little bit. And you also have to tailor your resume to basically showing them what they want to see, because you might have a bunch of different certs or you might have studied a bunch of different certs, but you want to show the ones that are actually going to impress that specific company. All right, certification number 5, the PMI Kickoff. Now, PMI stands for Project Management Institute, and this is a mini course that covers project planning fundamentals, scope management, scheduling basics, and risk identification. And what makes this particularly attractive is that it can be completed in hours, not weeks, and you get a PMI branded shareable certificate when you're done. And this certification provides PMI branded proof that you understand core project management concepts like scope, schedule, and risks, making it perfect for breaking into the project coordinator and junior project management roles. And it demonstrates quick, actionable PM process knowledge that entry-level positions really value. Now, according to the PMI community discussions and career advisors, entry-level roles consistently value this type of quick, demonstrable PM process knowledge, and Kickoff is commonly suggested as the fastest on-ramp to project management careers, specifically because of its PMI backing. And project coordinators with 0 to 1 years of experience are making about $56,000 to $83,000 a year. Now, realistically speaking, just getting this alone is probably not going to get you a project management job, but it will be a really good foot in the door towards getting one. And if you already have a bit of experience in something related to project management, tacking this onto it can actually give you a really good chance of landing a job. But chances are you're probably gonna get another PMI cert to actually land the project management role. So yeah, because of that, I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I think it's really solid. With that being said, it's kind of a mini cert and it's more of a stepping stone to the better ones out there. But it is free. And you know what else is free? My training on how you can grow your hybrid personal brand utilizing AI so it only takes you 1 hour a week, which I'll be doing this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time down in the description in the pinned comment below. Don't miss out on it. Look forward to seeing you there. And also check out this video right here where I go over some of my absolute favorite certificates and certifications. And this will give you a lot more options of really good ones you can look into.